Minotaur is the name of a mythological creature who had the head of a bull and the body of a man, who used to eat all the young people of ancient Greece. It's also the name of my favourite pop culture shop, who is going to help me find a friend for my favourite action hero, Spider-Man. And did I mention it's one of the world's largest pop culture shops? 3 floors, 4,000 square feet, over 4,000 items? Because it is. So what have you got here?
We have everything for the collector, from model kits and toys and kits, trading cards, comics, science fiction, you name it.
You got it?
We've got it.
Where do you find it all from?
All over the world. America, Japan, Australia. Anyone that has things to do with collecting or science fiction or comics, we'll dig them out and we'll bring it into the country.
You're kind of like a sponge on society.
Very much so. Anything on contemporary society, we'll carry.
Do you think you've got anything for Spider-Man?
Oh, we've got plenty of things for Spider-Man. Come with me.
I'm trying to define pop culture for you. It's sort of people's obsession with stuff that is completely unimportant to life, but you spend all your money on it anyhow. And that stuff seems to reflect people's leisure time in a certain day and age. So, the most popular reading material at the moment is this book on Ren and Stimpy, or the back of one of these trading cards from which there are thousands to choose from. But a few years ago, you probably would have bought something on Batman. 20 years ago, Doctor Who. 30 years ago, maybe a comic book on Donald Duck. Now, if you come in here and you're on a budget, why don't you score yourself a 30-cent card holder? If money's not an option, make an investment. Buy yourself one of these comic books. It's 30 years old and valued at the moment at $200. Or if you want something more unusual, can I give you a suggestion of what my favourite item is? These Mr. Spock ear tips. They're wonderful. Or maybe you would like Guyver. He's a super deformed Japanese dude. Or maybe you'd just like to make yourself a model. What have you found there, Colin?
Oh, I found this fantastic Spider-Man book for you.
Oh, yeah, that looks really good.
It's got all his current adventures.
You really love doing this, don't you?
Yes, it's my life. It's my passion.
Have you got a favourite?
I have, Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Great taste. How did the shop start?
I just started with an interest in myself, trying to expand my range and my own collection, and finding out more people and friends were always asking me to get things in for them. So it just grew from there.
I can see you've got a couple more books that I've got to choose from.
Yes, come with me. I'll show you. All right.
A couple of million books I think I've got to choose from. That's not even including the magazines and all the fanzines. The books here can take you from the fantasy world through to sci-fi and down to the depths of horror. If you're a little bit more dramatic, why don't you act out your fears from one of the many games like the popular Dungeons and Dragons? Or let me show you what's upstairs. Comic universe. There are millions here. 200,000 of them are current issues, hot off the press. Then you've got all your expensive collector comics. 600 new releases come out every single month. What's the most popular at the moment? Well, it's X-Men. With its huge cast, it's always filled with drama. And you want more from your characters? Let me tell you. You got T-shirts, you got badges, you got posters, you got kits. How do you handle working here?
I have the patience of a god, Catriona.
What are the sort of people that come to shop here?
On the whole, they're pretty good. They've got their particular interests and their quirks, like everybody, but that's okay. We're here to handle that too.
So who shops here?
A lot of kids, especially in the comics section, but also a lot of older people who've got a hobby and a bit of money to spend.
Do they hound you with questions all the time?
Oh yeah, lots of very specialised questions.
Like what?
When did Spider-Man's costume change during the Marvel Secret Wars? And since that happened about 6 or 7 years ago, that's pretty hard even for us to answer.
Really?
Yep.
So you sound like you're a bit of an expert as well.
Oh, I have my areas.
Yeah? I'll take you on.
Okay.
What household appliance did the director of The Terminator like in The Terminator 2?
A toaster.
What was James Stewart's best friend in the film Harvey?
A 6-foot invisible white rabbit who talked.
In the Thunderbirds, what does FAB really mean?
Means nothing. Stands for fab.
The number of Doctor Who's to date?
7, 8 if you count the movies.
How many Spider-Man pieces has Colin collected for me during this story?
Horse.
Gotcha. It's 48. I've got everything. I've got life-size posters, I've got normal-size posters, I've got videos, I've got magazines, I've got fanzines.